Good evening and welcome to Q&N. I'm Vincent Yancigay. 45-year-old Uber driver Jason Brian Dalton appeared in court Monday after allegedly shooting 8 people, killing 6 of them. As you can see behind me, the snow continues to fall and is projected to continue falling in the next upcoming days. As the Final Four comes to an end, the Frozen Four is just beginning. After the death of Chris Kyle, we are standing here at the Delta Arsenal gun range to get a closer look at gun range safety. The top-seeded Quinnipiac women's hockey team took down St. Lawrence on Saturday before facing Clarkson in the conference championship. Well, speaking of opening day, it's finally caps on for both the Red Sox and Yankee fans. Customer to get in on the savings, check out the Carlos Cash and Carry store located in Holtzville, New York. The Zika virus has spread again, this time to a popular vacation spot. After 18 years in the NFL, Peyton Manning has announced he will retire from the sport he loves.
Boomer's a really important aspect of the university. I mean, anywhere you go on campus, you're going to see Boomer's face all over, and especially at games, it just kind of brings it to life.
Boomer is our token of luck. He makes the games happen. He makes the games come alive. So we're always there to make the games come alive, but Boomer, our mascot, makes the games come alive.
The hidden hero here at Quinnipiac University, our mascot, Boomer the Bobcat, has a larger impact on sporting events than most people realize. Boomer has been around since 2002, and the man behind the mask has changed over time, but their influence has remained the same.
Boomer was a long experience. It was definitely a good time. You feel like you're part of the game, really, because you are. You're a huge asset. You're the sixth man, student being the seventh man. You're the cheerleader, you're the big guy.
Boomer's important reaches out further than the basketball court and the hockey rink. Boomer has a larger role in the community as well.
We work pretty closely together with all the community events. We travel to schools together. We read to kids together sometimes. And we've actually went to an elementary school this year, so that was pretty fun. And besides that, we're just pretty closely working together in athletics. Playing on the road is a challenge already for sports teams, but playing at Quinnipiac is even harder.
I don't know if I personally have a role, but I definitely that kind of home ice or home court advantage. Just getting the crowd going, riled up, shouting, just getting the crowd ready to go and making other teams not want to come play here because of how loud the crowd is.
Creativity is an important skill for a mascot to have. Every mascot has their own unique way of getting the crowd pumped up for each game, whether it's chants, dances, or even throwing t-shirts during pregame, timeouts, and intermissions.
Get them going, especially pregame, especially on the ice skating. People usually respond pretty well to skating and to kind of the pump up. In the crowd, I like to start some chants and just really get them going, really get them having a good time and rooting for our athletic teams.
He works very closely with the Ice Cats and cheerleaders also.
Our team and him work pretty closely together. Sometimes he comes to practices, he helps us with skating because he played hockey. At games for pregame skate, we usually go on the ice together, and when he comes off, he usually is throwing equipment at us, so we're trying to help him out there.
We interact with him, we'll throw t-shirts with him, he will get the crowd pumping, he'll come over and he'll interact with us, he'll dance with us, he will, he's performed with us.
Cheerleaders and Ice Cats, we work with each other to kind of coordinate spirit events. In terms of sideline cheer for basketball, when they're out there doing their routines, I'm out there too on the sideline. I'll participate in some of the Ice Cats' cheers and dances.
Boomer continued to entertain and represent Quinnipiac last year on a national stage when the men's ice hockey team went to the Frozen Four in Pittsburgh.
First time ever on that national stage, and we were on ESPN and basically every news outlet in Pittsburgh and nationally, and just to put Quinnipiac's name to a mascot face and have people from North Dakota, Minnesota take pictures with me. Like, we really got Quinnipiac's name out there.
Gun safety has been a major issue for a long time now. With the recent conviction of Eddie Ray Roth and the murder of American sniper Chris Kyle, gun control becomes a major issue once again.
It can happen anywhere. It doesn't even have to be on a range. But yes, it can happen. It's a sad thing, but it does happen sometimes.
This is Doug Odisho, former member of the United States Navy and current owner of Delta Arsenal Gun Range in Wallingford, Connecticut.
There is background checks for getting a permit. They check with NICS, with the FBI. They do fingerprints, make sure that you are who you say you are and you have no criminal background.
According to the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, there is no federal law that requires the states to report identities of people with mental disabilities.
I really do believe that's a serious problem.
After the death of Chris Kyle, we are standing here at the Delta Arsenal gun range to get a closer look at gun range safety.
If someone walks in and they have a pistol permit, we log them into our computer, take their information, make them sign a waiver, letting them know our range rules.
Some of these range rules include
Keeping the gun pointed in the same direction at all times, keeping their finger off the trigger, not to pick up brass, not to go in front of the red line where the shooting positions are.
Mr. Odisho has one more thing to say about handling guns.
It's such a scary thing to people that don't have any training on it. Like, everyone thinks guns are made for killing. Okay, well, that's what people get the persona on, but it really isn't, you know.
Vincent Yancigay, Quinnipiac News. This table may be empty right now, but come Friday night at Grace and St. Peter's Church in Hampton, there will be many people enjoying a home-cooked meal for just $1.
That's a nice place to come to. You meet people, you have a good dinner for $1. You go to McDonald's, you pay more than that for a coffee maybe. And here you get a complete meal for $1. And seconds if you want it.
Dinner for $1 started 4 years ago and is held every Friday. The way it started was a simple idea and some motivation to give back to the community.
Allison had proposed an idea to our priest, Amanda, and Amanda said, run with it. So Allison and I sort of got together and we decided what we were going to do for a format, and it sort of mushroomed from there.
For some people, dinner for $1 may be the only decent meal a family can rely on every single week.
She is a grandmother who has full custody of 2 of her grandchildren, young ones. And when they were having some real hard times, her husband was out of work and she was sick. And she came every week because she knew the kids would get a meal, a decent meal.
But you do not have to be in need in order to come down on Friday nights.
And at first we thought it was only for people that were homeless or didn't have much money. And then Cindy, who works in there, told us, no, it's for anyone.
For some people, it may be their only meal, but for others, they just enjoy the company.
Yeah, we enjoy it because we enjoy seeing our friends at the table, talking to people over here. It's a nice time to come and mingle with the people. But unfortunately, like we got some new people here. But next week they won't be here. I don't know why. They don't come back.
People that are dealing with issues of homelessness or anything like that, once the time changes and it gets darker earlier, then they don't necessarily want to come this far out. They need to be where they are by the time it gets dark. It has become not only just a place to come and eat, it's become a community. So there's a core group that comes every week and we all know each other, but then people that come in and out, they may come for a couple of weeks and then not, but everybody's welcomed into the fold.
Cindy suggests that everyone should come down and give it a try, at least once.
Just come down and look around if you don't want to help. We suggest to people that want to help that they come for dinner once and see what it's all about first.
Vincent Yancigay, Quinnipiac News.